Everyone is doing well. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well and everyone is in good health this morning. Yeah, so we'll just begin our discussion for today. I've typed it in the chat. Yeah, so as always, on Fridays, we want to just share something a bit outside work, just so that we can be able to get to know each other a bit more. Yeah, so today um always on Friday, sharing something a bit lighter than what we always share during the week. I just want to hear from you guys. We just want to hear from each other. If you can share one or two of your best or most memorable moments in your life so far. Yeah, just as simple as that. So anyone can feel free to go ahead.
Can I start?
Yes, every
Yeah. One of the memorable moments in my life is my graduation from college. It was one of the best days of my life, and my graduation party in the college with all my friends that I found them in that college for 4 years, and it was really something that I got it myself. It was the result of my work and my life that I graduated from college, and it was really memorable and one of the best moments of my life.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing today. Yeah, anyone else can feel free to go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Noah.
So for me, also, yeah, good morning. So for me, I can also say it was during my graduation ceremony. Also, yeah, after the hurdles, after the struggles, and then all of a sudden, then they pop our grades, publish your name, how there are people trying to call you, oh no, I saw your name on the list, we got, so it was like, wow, it was very, very memorable to me, and that's one of the best moments of my life. In university where I have more than thousands of people, and then people um and then people see your names on the list, and then it's like, for me, it was like, it's a blessing. Wow. Say, because you enter into the university, you have more than 1,000 students that enroll on the course, and then at the end of the day, the guys that are coming out is just like, let me say, in our own class we are just 60, and the other class something like 350 or 400. So it was like a memorable day for me. So my graduation ceremony. Another thing again is that when I was in school at the Albert Academy, yeah, there was a thing, people, when we sat to our Becker exams. So I was unable to afford to pay camping fees. Yeah, my parents were unable to pay it for me. So at the time, but I was opportunity to take the class. When the time reached for me to go for the camping now, during the exam, because normally how they do it here is that when a month a month to the exam, or weeks, they will say, okay, you can't pay this amount of money. So I was unable to pay the money. So, but I was very, very good in my work, or the things that I was doing. So when the results came out also, I topped the lesson that I was taking, I came first there. So I was the first person that they introduced. So the teacher introduced, say, oh, look at Noah. Even though I was not at the camp, because if you go to the camp without you paying your money, they will try to shun you, say things against you, and then drive you away. So, but when the result, I was the first person also at the notice board. Yeah. So you see, it was like, wow, see, you can do anything that you want to do. It was very, very, very memorable for me also. So you see, these are some of the moments that I will never forget in my life. Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Noah. Thank you. Yeah, someone else can go ahead and share.
Well, for me, basically it's similar to theirs as well. But for me, I would say it's like during my secondary, like the final moments of my secondary school, and me gaining entrance into university, because basically during my my high school, yes, I was very, very scared. I did not think of myself as smart and I lacked the confidence. So I was just like, okay, I'm in this class, I'll just like study and then move ahead. As long as I'm moving, that's okay than me staying in one class. But then when I moved to secondary school, like the senior years, I was so surprised that I actually could do better than most people in my class, because when we moved to the senior secondary, you're supposed to select like what you want to do. If you want to be in the science industry, or you want to be in the art industry, or you want to be in the commercial industry. So when we did the division, and then I was in the commercial industry, I did so well, and I was so proud of myself. Like, because I lacked the confidence. I was like, I'm just like a mediocre student. I'm just in the middle. I'm not doing poorly, but I'm not doing extremely well as well. So me having that confirmation that I was doing better and I was doing well and I'm still doing well. And when I also received my WAS a result, I was so scared as well. It was very, the process was very, very stressful, because you would not, it is a government exam, and you don't know the questions that are coming, or you don't know like where the topics they're gonna draw from. So you studying is quite stressful, and then there's like no one you can turn to, and it's what you have is what you have. You can't run to the government and complain about it. So me having that result, that and confirmation that I've actually passed that exam and moved onwards to the tertiary level, which is my university, I was so happy. And it's when I saw the result, the amount of relief that I had in me, I could not breathe, because when I had the result, I could not. I was the one that went to pull out my results from the internet, so it was very stressful. I was praying the whole time. I was already shaking, but then when I opened the result, I just saw like a very good grade and the success, and it just gave me a sense of peace and achievement. So I'm very proud of myself for those years. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thanks for sharing, Jessica. Yeah. Anyone else want to go ahead and share? Oh, okay, I think James is still on the call, and Mariam as well. All right, yeah. So I think I'll just share mine. Mine is a bit similar actually to what you guys have mentioned. Yeah, so I think the first one would be about my studies as well. Yeah, so like here, I'm sure you guys could be having it as well, that when you're leaving high school to join the university, yeah, if you do really well, there is something that we call government sponsorships. Yeah, do you guys have that, like in your countries, like where
Yes, yes, we do.
yeah, so
Yeah, we
when
have it.
all right, yeah. So when I was leaving high school, I remember in the last year of high school, my parents always told me that, if you do so well and the government sponsorship, all the money that would have gone to your tuition will be going to you. So I was so excited, when I got my results, and yeah, and I'd done well and I got a government sponsorship. It was so exciting. And not even just really about, the promise that like your parents give you, but that thing that, you can give them some relief that they don't have to think about paying for your tuition at the university. Yeah, so for me, I think that and graduation as well. Yeah, actually, I don't know, for me, graduation was not that exciting. I think the getting that sponsorship was more exciting than the graduation. But I think similar to what Noah was saying, that, when people call you and they're like, oh, we've made it to the list. Yeah, so that was also a great moment for me. Yeah, and I think the last one for me, which I think was the most memorable for me, was my wedding. Yeah, I think that the day I got married, I think we usually have like traditional, okay, I think in most African cultures, there's like a traditional wedding, and then there's like the church wedding, or going to the mosque. Yeah, so I remember at my traditional wedding, there's usually something that they do. It's like a point where like the parents of the lady will like officially hand you over to the parents of the gentleman. Yeah, so I remember I had never actually seen my dad cry. So that day I saw my dad cry for the very first time. So it was a very, very memorable moment for me. Yeah, so for me, those would be the two. I'd say my studies and my wedding.
That's nice. Oh.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I don't know if maybe James wants to share if he's done in the call. All right, I think we'll just end our meeting today.